Hello, welcome to our next tutorial. This time we will learn how to draw a miniature landscape in a graphical style. I will use SMLT Art watercolor pad. Even though it is made for watercolor, I love to use this pad with other mediums. For an example, today I will draw with a pen. For the first part you will need a pencil. We will start by drawing a frame. Keep your strokes soft, because after we finish the last part, pencil drawing will be erased. After you decide what size and format do you want, draw a very simplified sketch. When you are composing a landscape, think about depth. Usually there should be something far away, something very close, and something that connects those two objects. For this part, you can use your imagination. Grab a reference photo from the internet or just look through the window. There isn't the best way of creating art. Everyone has their own preferences. I chose to keep it very simple and draw from my imagination. In the background I decided to draw a mountain. In the foreground will be a few grass leaves. And for the connecting part, I thought that the river and some kind of fields would look beautiful. Next step is not necessary, but it's quite helpful for understanding how you want to approach the artwork with a pen. Right now, I'm not trying too many things because I had a vision before, but feel free to experiment. Of course, there is another approach. Create spontaneously, without looking too much ahead. This kind of process is very relaxing, so it's up to you to decide. After done with experimenting and planning, it is time to put everything to the main artwork. First of all, I cover everything, the first layer starting from top to bottom. For the sky I chose horizontal lines, while leaving white areas, and in that way creating some beautiful clouds. Next is a mountain. This part I decided to fill with diagonal lines. In that way, I formed mountain shape and structure. If you are not feeling confident, look at the reference photos of the mountains. That should help a lot. After that, I filled the river part. Water is very reflective, so it should look similar to what it reflects. So I decided to make it almost the same as the sky. Fields are next. To cover that part of a drawing, I chose tiny vertical strokes with some random ones that goes to various directions. Then is my favorite part, adding second layer of details and making everything to look more dynamic. Keep in mind that everything that is closer is darker and has more contrasts. So if you want to create three-dimensional image, keep in mind that shadows that are closer are the darker ones. We almost came to an end. The last part is foreground, and for that I chose to add some grass leaves that are totally covered with ink. Its size and color intensity gives us feeling that it is in front of everything, and in that way we are creating depth. After that, I am adding some final details that I feel that is needed to make it more dynamic. It is necessary if you want to replicate the feeling of nature, because everything that is made by nature is dynamic and has unlimited ways of expressing that. So if you want to copy nature, avoid stiffness and try to find ways of making straight line alive. So that's it for today. Thank you for being together. I hope that you heard or saw something useful and interesting. Comment what you like the most, and maybe there is something that you don't like. All feedback is appreciated. Subscribe our channel and have a wonderful time creating art. Thank you and